Hi, we are NTIM. In this video, we will be taking a look at how creative workers can apply for a temporary work visa for the UK. We will be taking a look at what a creative worker visa is and what conditions must be met to be eligible for one. You must apply for a temporary creative worker visa if you've been offered work in the UK as a creative worker. You will need all of the following to be eligible for the creative category. You must make a unique contribution to the UK labour market, for example, you're internationally renowned, or are required for continuity. You must have a certificate of sponsorship reference number. You must be paid the minimum salary as set by Equity, Pact or Becto, except for models, musicians or circuses. You must have enough money to support yourself in the UK. You'll usually need to have at least £1,270 available, unless you're exempt. Who is qualified for a temporary creative worker visa? A creative worker is someone who works in the creative industries, for example, an actor, dancer, artist, musician, or film crew member. As stated in the guidelines by the Home Office, the definition of an artist is anyone coming to the UK to undertake an activity that is connected to the arts, such as literature, performing arts, visual arts, or culinary arts. The entourage of the artist can also accompany the artist, entertainer, or musician to the UK, providing that they have been employed to work for them abroad. The personal or technical staff within the entourage could cover the following roles: artist manager, personal security, makeup artist, stage manager, press officer, producer, and personal trainer, as long as they are essential to the smooth running of the production. The types of artists could cover, but not limit to, the following list: musicians, actors and actresses, dancers, social media influencers, comedians, and photographers. What is a certificate of sponsorship? A certificate of sponsorship, abbreviated as a COS, is a type of work permit that can only be issued by a Grade A UK sponsor who are given a licence by the UK Visa and Immigration Department. For visa nationals, a certificate of sponsorship is submitted alongside their entry clearance application prior to arrival to the UK in order to receive a visa vignette if entry clearance is successfully granted. For non-visa nationals and EEA nationals coming for under 3 months, a certificate of sponsorship has to be issued and presented to a border force officer, requesting permission to enter at the port, alongside evidence of savings if the sponsor does not certify the maintenance on the COS. It should, however, be noted that non-visa nationals and EU nationals who decide to use this concession are still subject to the general grounds for refusal set out in Part 9 of the Immigration Rules. As a result, an applicant who has had an adverse immigration history or past criminal convictions is advised to hold a successful entry clearance visa sticker in their passport prior to arrival into the UK. Your sponsor can give you a certificate that covers the entire length of your stay, even if you need to perform at more than one engagement. If you're working for more than one sponsor, you can get a certificate from each sponsor. It should also be noted that there cannot be a gap of more than 14 days between each job. If you leave the UK and come back, your time away will not count towards those 14 days. What is the maximum duration of a COS? The maximum duration that a sponsor can issue a certificate of sponsorship for is up to 12 months if the migrant has consecutive engagements covering the work duration. However, for non-visa nationals, including EEA or EU nationals, a visa will need to be applied for if the duration of work is longer than 3 months. After the initial 12-month duration for visa nationals, the visa can be extended in the UK for up to a further 12 months, with a new COS being issued, if required, for a total of 24 months. This is still to be considered as a temporary worker. If the applicant is a non-visa national or is eligible to apply for permission to enter at the UK border, they can be granted permission to enter for a maximum of 3 months through the temporary work, creative worker visa concession. So, whether you are an international producer looking to bring a film's cast and crew to the UK, or are in need of an immediate work permit for a star performing next week on main stage, be sure that we can help you. With over 14 years' experience primarily serving clients within the film, TV, media and music industries, Ent-Im thrives on beating deadlines and delivering quality work within our service standard times. Allow one of our team to expeditiously assess your case to see if you meet the requirements set out by the UK Visa and Immigration Department. We look forward to assisting you in your creative ventures in the UK.